1v1ing in basketball is the classic way to settle a debate on who the better player is. If two players think they're better than each other, you put them on that 1v1 court, and whoever comes out victorious there is known as the better player. But who in today's NBA is the best 1v1 player? Well, that is what we're going to be finding out in today's video. So I asked you guys who you thought were the best 1v1 players in the league, and from that information I compiled a 16-player 1v1 NBA tournament. As you can see on screen right now, you can see everybody in the tournament. We're going to go over the matchups real quick right here. I batched people up based on how good I thought the matchup would be, and also if they were similar in skill. So starting off, we got Yanis versus LeBron. Yanis, of course, he's supposed to be taking over LeBron's spot. He's a complete beast, still a very young player. We got Paul George versus Anthony Davis. Two forward position. I mean, 80 is a center, but I thought I'd face these guys off both in the West. We got Harden versus Ben Simmons, two guards right there, and John Wall versus Kemba Walker. Now, John Wall, I had it between him and Damian Lillard to actually make it in the tournament, so I did actually do a play-in game to find out who was going to make it in. John Wall did end up making that. I lost the footage for it, so I'm not going to be able to show you guys that. But moving over to our other side of the bracket, probably the most requested matchup, Kyrie Irving versus Stephen Curry. Two of the best ball handlers and point guards in the NBA today. Then we got Kawhi Leonard versus DeMar DeRozan. Of course, there was the big trade between them, the Spurs-Raptors trade. We got Durant versus Westbrook, the ex-teammates. And of course, Joel Embiid versus Nikola Jokic, two big men that we had to face those two off against each other. So leave your comment down below which player you think is actually going to win this 1v1 tourney. If there's any guys I forgot in here that you think should have been here, I mean, comment it down below. But I did this based off who you guys actually wanted in this tournament, and I think this is actually a really good representation of some of the best 1v1 players in basketball. I don't think any other guys would have a chance to actually win this. Anyways, let's just get right into this video. Our first matchup is going to be between Yanis and LeBron James. Okay, with our first game of the day here, we got LeBron versus Yanis. The settings I will not be playing though. It's going to be played on Hall of Fame difficulty as well. Just wanted to show you guys the settings right here, and it's going to be the same for every single matchup. But anyways, our first round, we got LeBron versus Yanis. Yanis going to start off missing a shot, gets his own rebound, and going to take a 1-0 lead here. LeBron James quickly tries to score, not able to do so, and Yanis going to get a nice 2-0 lead to start off. LeBron finally going to get his first bucket, try to come back. Yanis working really good inside though. Takes a 3-1 lead. LeBron on the other side can't get the bucket to go. So Yanis is going to have a chance to take an even bigger lead here, up to a 3-point lead. Now you do need to go to 7. LeBron with the spin move hits the shot, but Yanis just looking too strong here. LeBron cannot stop him inside his length, and his skill is just too much. LeBron with a nice shot there. Attempted comeback with this game just about over right here. Yanis, another miss, but he gets the rebound and his takeover badge, which is going to prove to be a little too much here. LeBron can't hit that shot, and Yanis is going to end the game with a nice 6-3 victory. So Yanis is going to be our first player moving on to the second round. Up next, though, we are going to be facing off Paul George versus Anthony Davis. Starting off this game, Paul George going to get right inside and dunks over Anthony Davis. Paul George, one of the leading MVP candidates. Anthony Davis gets inside pretty easily, though. Paul George hits the mid-range shot. Going to continue having his lead there, but Anthony Davis on the other end cannot get the bucket to fall. Paul George tries shooting a 3. Great D by Anthony Davis though. So Anthony Davis again gonna try to score, but he gets stolen from AD, blocks Paul George, and then Anthony Davis able to capitalize right there, tie the game up, and then AD with another block on Paul George. He gets his takeover badge as well as the lead. Anthony Davis again with that takeover badge just throws Paul George out of the way, and now it's beginning to get a little unfair. Paul George managed to score another bucket though. 80 in the post looking unstoppable. That cheese move in 2K where you can just throw him out of the way is helping him out a lot here. Got a 2-point lead, throws him out of the way again, up to a 6-point lead. So game point right here. See, Paul George started to come back a bit. Paul George actually gets his takeover badge, gets it within 1, but Anthony Davis a little too strong. Going to get the victory against Paul George, and he's going to be our second player moving on to the second round. Up next, though, our next matchup is going to be James Harden versus Ben Simmons. So we got some guards in the lower bracket, more forwards in the upper bracket here. Harden versus Ben Simmons. Harden scores easily on the first possession. Ben Simmons definitely has a size advantage right here, and he gets inside, shows that right there. But I mean, James Harden, MVP favorite, gonna get the layup on the second possession, gonna take a 1-point lead. But Ben Simmons proven too good in the post, gonna get another easy bucket there, and he's gonna tie it all up. Harden stuck in the post, pump fakes Ben Simmons, and he continues his lead right here. Ben Simmons gonna try to get inside. He loves posting up with his size advantage, and he can't shoot, so that's what he's trying to do here. Harden manages to get the ball back though, steps back, tough 3, and it's good to go with the good defense. Harden with a 3-point lead here. Not looking good for Ben Simmons. He hits a jump shot though. You do not see that too often. Harden in the side, up to 6 points. And then Harden gonna get the ball back. Hits his another double step back 3. And Harden gonna beat Ben Simmons 8-3. Pretty big victory right there. Harden moving on to the second round. And it's going to be John Wall versus Kemba Walker. John Wall, of course, playing against Damian Lillard to actually get into the tournament. But John Wall on the first possession right here. Gonna get an easy layup. Unfortunately, I don't have the footage from the Lillard-Wall matchup. John Wall stealing the ball through the legs dunk. Trying to show off a little bit right here. And John Wall, great player. Unfortunately, he's injured in real life. 3-0 lead now. John Wall just taking over this game. 4-0 lead. Kemba Walker cannot do a thing right here. John Wall just showing why he's a lot better. Again, he gets the ball inside. 5-0 lead. He has his takeover badge. Kemba Walker still cold, and Kemba finally gets his first bucket of the game. But it's going to be a little too late here. John Wall, another mid-range shot, takes a 6-1 lead. Kemba Walker, his last attempt to come back here, 6-2. But then John Wall with his takeover badge is just a little too good. So he's going to move on to the second round. Going to be facing off against Harden in the second round. But up next, we're moving over to the right side of the bracket, and we got Kyrie Irving versus Stephen Curry. Starting off our Curry versus Kyrie match, Kyrie can get the first bucket of the day, gets inside nice and easy. Curry comes back on the other side and gets another layup. Both these guys, great dribblers and great inside scorers. Curry does have an advantage in terms of shooting, though. Kyrie gets a stop on Stephen Curry right there, though. Which might be the game decider right here. Curry with some good D. Kyrie still hits the jump shot. So now Kyrie up to a 3-1 lead. Tries a fadeaway 3, but it's no good. That would have been huge if he hit that. Curry comes right back. Gets that lead back down to 1 point. Then gets another possession and another layup. A nice floater right there to tie the game up. Kyrie with a spin move in the post. He hits that, and now Kyrie with his takeover badge. This game was one of our best games of the whole first round. Curry tying the game up yet again. Kyrie inside. These guys are just going back and forth, back and forth. Curry again tying the game up. First person to score 2 points without the other person scoring is going to actually win the game here. Curry gets inside, misses his layup, but then gets a second chance points to take a 1-point lead. Shoots a 3. It's no good. Gets his own rebound. Shoots again. It is no good. Curry chokes the W. Then Kyrie inside. That shot is no good. Curry going to run to the 3-point line. Going to pop the 3. And he's not going to miss it this time. So Stephen Curry going to beat Kyrie in one of our most interesting matches. Up next, we got Kawhi versus DeMar DeRozan. Of course, the Raptors-Spurs trade right there. We had to get this matchup in the game. They're also both great ISO players. They do play a lot of ISO in their games. DeRozan, the fadeaway, he's going to hit the first shot of the game to take a lead. He's trying to prove why he shouldn't be traded right here. Kawhi, though, does the exact same thing. Hits that post fade right in DeRozan's face. Now DeRozan coming back here inside, going to hit another bucket. So DeRozan doing good starting off this game. The nice lead, but Kawhi comes inside as well, and he's going to tie it up 2-2 to start off this game. Next possession, Kawhi gets a nice steal on DeRozan, showing why he's one of the best defensive players in the entire league. And Kawhi going to take a 3-2 lead here. DeRozan coming right back, though, going to tie it all up. Somehow Kawhi Leonard got his takeover badge when DeRozan scored. So Kawhi going to get an easy dunk right here. That's weird. He got good points for letting DeRozan score. Now he's just dominating, getting inside nice and easy. He's also got that lockdown defender badge, which is hard to get by. Kawhi with a nice block takes a 6-3 lead, and he's going to get the ball back yet again. DeRozan is cold. Nothing he can do right there. And Kawhi with the 7-3 lead. Kind of cheesy with that takeover badge, but Kawhi moving on to the second round, going to be facing off against Stephen Curry. And then we got Durant versus Westbrook, the ex-teammates facing off next. Starting off, Westbrook can get the first points of the game with that mid-fade. A lot of these guys like the mid-fade in these 1v1s. I mean, it is one of the best ways to score in a 1v1. Durant hits it right back at Westbrook, though. Durant with the ball again. Going to take a lead, a nice 2-1 lead. Westbrook trying to get inside. Gets blocked by Durant, and Durant up to a 3-1 lead. Starting to take over this game. Westbrook again trying to get inside, but it is no good. Durant with a nice stop, and Durant up to a 4-1 lead. He has his takeover badge as well. It's not looking good for Westbrook. He misses another shot, and Durant going to get a nice 3-point shot up, and he hits it. A 6-1 lead. Final possession, Durant with a nice block and the easy dunk right there. So Durant destroying Westbrook 7-1. Durant going to move on from the first round, and our final matchup of the day is going to be our two big men, Joel Embiid versus Nikola Jokic. Going to be our final matchup, and this was actually one of the worst games of all of these simulations. As you can see, first possession, not the first possession, Joel Embiid has his takeover badge with the first time he scores. These guys were just going back and forth on D. Joel Embiid takes a 2-0 lead. Nikola Jokic finally getting something to go. He was cold. Gets that off his back, though. Spin move. Jokic inside. Going to tie up the game 2-2. A lot of defense. Like I'm not showing you guys the whole thing because this game was pretty boring. But there was a lot of missed possessions in between all this scoring. Nikola Jokic missing his shot there. Joel Embiid gonna miss his shot as well, not able to capitalize on that opportunity, and Jokic gonna tie up the game yet again. So 3-3, Embiid inside, barely gets that layup to fall. And then yet again, Jokic on the other end. He is blocked by Embiid, though, gets the block back himself and ties it up again. Just back and forth in this game so far. Embiid with, of course, he has his takeover badge, though. So he might be able to do something big right here. Trying to get inside. Tough shot behind the backboard. Gets his own board, though. And then he spins inside. Tries to pump fake a few times and finally gets the bucket to fall. And Embiid with the 1-point lead. Jokic now with his takeover badge, but Embiid still able to hit some nice post moves inside and gets that bucket. Jokic throwing Embiid out of the way, gets a lead back down to 1 point, but Embiid can win it all right here. And he's going to post up, fade away, and he hits the game-winning shot for a 7-5 victory over Nikola Jokic. One of our closer games. So Embiid going to move on from the first round, and here we go. We have all our players from the first round who are going to be moving on to the second round, and this is going to be it for this video. Second round, we're going to make a separate video, but we're going to have Yanis versus Anthony Davis facing off, Harden versus John Wall, Stephen Curry versus Kawhi Leonard, and Durant versus Joel Embiid. So let me know in the comments down below you think other players, you thought other players were going to win in this competition. I kind of think it went the way I was expecting all the people I thought were going to win did win. Maybe that Curry and Kyrie could have gone either way though. Anyways, guys, that is going to be it for this video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel to stay updated when I actually release this next video. It's going to be really interesting to see who 2K picks as the best 1v1 player in the entire NBA. After seeing these first rounds, I think it's between Yanis and Durant with their dominant performances. Anyways, this has been your boy Smequle, and I'll see you next time. Peace.
Never in the same space that we started at. Throw the ball, I run the play like a quarterback. I've been up all night trying to make a stack, trying to get a plaque and flip a dream into a solid fact. Hustled hard for it. One day they will notice. Chasing in the day, then we're